you ain't sucking on something, you ain't backing up on something, you ain't struggling with something, you ain't getting that $25 million. Have everybody from Sam Jackson to Denzel, everybody got more credits in the black banker culture than the average Negro on the block. What you talking about? Love Jones, Romeo Must Die, True Crime, ghost shit, Brooklyn Clockers. Y'all don't act like y'all don't forgot my name, man. Don't act like
come on, man.
I'm Tupac and I'm still alive. Man, I'm tired of being quiet. I'm tired of being nice.
All right, so we got the Isaiah Washington back at it again on
Back
his
at it
Instagram page,
again.
and he's writing.
He's basically he's trying to get a book. He's trying to get some books out there exposing Hollywood and the stuff that he went through. And no big publishing companies want to basically accept any of his books or any of his writings because they scared they're gonna get sued by the celebrities that he talk about in his books. Well, he went on to basically say that they assaulted him verbally, physically, sexually, and everything else, and in between. So I guess he posted up a letter of, I guess his agent contacted a big publisher to try to get his book published from a big publisher. You know what I mean? Exposing Hollywood. And this is the letter that I guess he got from his agent that went out to the publishers. He said, the agent said, Dear Wahida, or whatever, I hope your day is running smoothly. Well, this morning we had our editorial meeting, and I was able to pitch both 1,000 Deadly Lies and Taming a Beast to the Kensington team. I guess those are Isaiah Washington's books. He said, I have some good news and bad news for you. The bad news is that I was not able to get the team on board with acquiring Isaiah Washington's books. It transpired as I feared it would. They were afraid of the legal ramifications. So we are officially passing on it. So they passed on the books. They're scared that the celebrities will basically sue them for Isaiah Washington putting those names in that book. Isaiah Washington responded under the caption of that post on his IG saying, "This post is for my new and longtime followers, witnesses here on Twitter to be informed that there isn't a single major book publisher willing to pay me millions to not only clear my name, but expose ABC, Disney for what they did to me, and so many others under their employ. Not a single book publisher wants to name the names of their precious white movie stars that have verbally, physically, and even sexually assaulted me throughout my career. Not even Dan Dolan, or editor-in-chief of the National Enquirer, was allowed to pay me $1 million for my story. Now you can understand the Goliath that I intend to slay. I can't get 16 years of being defamed, ostracized, and forced to live in a prison without walls back. But in time, I will have my justice through the grace of God. Their arms are too short to box with God. I want my good name back, and by God, I'm going to get it." So this brother has been in a fight to expose Hollywood for all the abuse that he had to endure all these years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They basically kicked him out and threw dirt on his name. And y'all know, man, y'all see what they did. You see the brother Jonathan Majors is going through the same shit that this brother already went through.
So they don't want to offer him a book deal because of the name, because of the name dropping.
Yeah, they don't want to get sued.
Oh, so they don't want to get sued. Yeah,
they don't want to. Just in case if he making some, Cardi B and Tasha K type. So they don't want to take that risk. Well, then it's another thing too. They probably got relationships with a lot of these. Yeah. The big publishing companies, they got relationships with the people in Hollywood, especially, because a lot of the big books that get published get eventually turned into Hollywood movies. So, that right there, they ain't going to F up they business. They don't care what type of abuse. They know what the industry is. He's going to the industry. Basically, what Isaiah Washington doing is going to the industry to try to fight the industry, which don't make sense. I mean, the big publicist is the industry also.
Yeah, he just trying to get a book deal out. You know what I mean? He's trying to get his his book out there.
Nigga, put that
The
shit on
best thing,
Amazon
I was about to say
and promote it
self-publish.
yourself.
Just self-publish it, brother.
Yeah.
I know he was trying to get the $1 million for the story, though. Yeah, I mean, because who's going to pay him $1 million? I mean, who else besides?
He's going to have to pay himself that $1 million. He's going to have to get the story out there himself. Because, I mean, you can't expect to fight the establishment using the establishment that you fighting against. They not going, like, you got, like, he's going to the big publishers, man. You think they not connected to the Hollywood niggas?
Well, brother, come to our platform, get your story out there, man. We suggest you just try to self-publish your book, and hopefully the people, you know, be on your side with this, man, and the people support you. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you got people that, you know, that probably with you worldwide, not just United States. You've been in movies like, you know what I'm saying, next to Jackie Chan, next to Aaliyah. You know what I mean? You've been in all these different movies, man. So I feel like
Anatomy.
Yeah, Gay's Anatomy. Yeah, he got a status where he should be able to move about independent. You know what I mean? So I want to get into this video though. You know what I'm saying? This is a reference to what he was talking about then. So let's get into this video real quick. All right, make sure y'all smash that like button too.
Smash that like button. Chip.
Pound the hell out of that like button. Donate your thumbs to that like button, man. Let's get it.
The conspiracy because I was too dark to be on prime time. You know what? That's what it was. I didn't look like Billy D. Jason Williams divorce a black woman for a white woman and gets a pass from Shonda Rhimes, and I gotta have a conspiracy with this to keep me out of 250 million. Nigga, what? I'm getting that money. I'm G'ing up.
Get that money. Get that money. Get that money, brother.
I got more credits in the black banker culture than the average Negro on the block. What you talking about? Love Jones, Romeo Must Die, True Crime, ghost shit, Brooklyn Clockers. Y'all don't act like y'all don't forgot my name, man. Don't act.
Come on, man.
Tupac and I'm still alive. Who man? Biggie? Who Tupac? They've been trying to kill me. I've been living in a prison without walls for 15 years. You ask the average Negro that could be on the CW network and Netflix and go from 40 to 80 million and G's up for 5 years and make $200 million and don't nobody know about it? Man, I'm tired of being quiet. I'm tired of being nice.
Talk to us, man.
Sweet coming home.
This is a treat for the Jingle Lounge tribe right here.
It's definitely entertaining.
I was
he hype.
Y'all got me over here salivating.
Man, we appreciate you, man.
Now,
hey,
get live. Now let's get back to Juicy.
This is a grown folk conversation. Let's get back to conversation.
Let's get back to Juicy. Okay. This is a tip. James Earl Hardy came to me to direct B-Boy Blues first because I got fired off to get on the bus wanting to play a gay man with locks, a Benson motorcycle jacket, Timberland boots, and some jeans. And I'm sorry. I'm going to talk about it. I've been tweeting about it. Spike said that ain't gay. I'm like, bro, I've been in New York 10 years. I used to be a dancer. Mm-hmm. All gay black men ain't running around here being effeminate and being a stereotype. I'm like, I got to document this now. So 20 years, 25 years as of October, our strong gay black brothers can know that they can be powerful and beautiful and don't have to be a stereotype.
Try to get him to play.
You know what I'm saying? You may not get it now. I left that job. Ruben Cannon begged me to come back, and it is what it is. So back to Juicy. Juicy hurt black men.
Wait.
Juicy, let me finish. Hold on.
Wait.
I'm going to.
They don't know what you're talking about.
You were confused. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna give you some clarification. Jussie Smollet was dating my man Patrick Ian Polk, who's still on P Valley right now, where I killed it. Patrick Ian Polk put Juicy in his movie. Patrick Ian Polk was supposed to be Lee Daniels, but Lee Daniels didn't want nobody to be Lee Daniels, but Lee Daniels. You want me to put it on game? I'll put you on Hollywood Game. Our black people hurt us more than any white supremacists I've ever encountered.
Whoa, I hear you.
Black lives don't matter in Hollywood. If it did,
yeah, Black lives don't matter in the streets neither.
Denzel, everybody marching in the streets for me. But it's hard out here for a pimp. Because if you ain't sucking on something, you ain't backing up on something, you ain't drugging with something, you ain't getting that $25 million check. You heard me?
Oh, let me bring that back.
See,
Remix.
So that means he had to do that.
Yeah, let me remix that.
You heard me? See, I'm a free man. You talking to because if you ain't sucking on something, you ain't backing up on something, if you ain't drugging with something, you ain't getting that $25 million. Have everybody from Sam Jackson to Denzel. I hear you.
Oh,
Daniels. But Lee Daniels didn't want nobody to be Lee Daniels, but Lee Daniels. You want me to put it on game? I'll put you on Hollywood game. Our black people hurt us more than any white supremacists.
He didn't get the $25 million though.
I hear you.
He didn't get
Black lives don't matter in Hollywood. If it did, I'll have everybody from Sam Jackson to Denzel, everybody marching in the streets for me. But it's hard out here for a pimp. Because if you ain't sucking on something, you ain't backing up on something, if you ain't drugging with something, you ain't getting that $25 million check. You heard me? See, I'm a free man. You talking to the last standard, baby. Melvin Van Peebles was my mentor. Diane Carroll's my mentor. Sidney Poitier is my mentor. We fight. We don't sell out. How the hell you gonna have more black people calling people like me because we got a policy that's freeing over 20,000 black people? 91% of people that got on the First Step Act with Trump, whether he did the right thing for the wrong reasons, don't matter. I was a part of releasing 20,000 people, and 91% of them are black women and black men. What you tell me? What white man in power let the Negroes out of slavery?
Wow.
So Jussie hurt everybody. He hurt himself. He hurt his sister. He hurt the Black Lives Matter movement, which is a beautiful movement. In the beginning with Patrice Cullors, who I'm talking to right now, who's no longer part of BLM. That's my girl. Open Tormenti, I know them both. Everybody getting money. Everybody becoming the new Jesse Jacksons and the new Al Sharptons making money off this race, but they ain't giving no money. Now, okay, all right. If I'm so old and out of touch, if Black Lives Matter has made over $1 billion, where are the STEM centers for black people? The charter schools for black people? Where is the statue from Disney for making $2 billion of Chadwick Boseman on somewhere in America? Where's Wakanda in Disneyland? Black people, when I saw Black Panther 3 times.
Right.
They don't care. Jussie didn't care. He got turned out by the power. I've been to the White House 3 times, but it ain't changed my life. It don't pay my bills. The young man got caught up because he's a young man. Now, I'm going to have empathy for him. It's a hard lesson to learn. But these politicians don't care about no black people, man. We used with idiots every 4 years, and now we used with idiots every week. Smash and grab, that's in the headlines every day, as opposed to black cops or black brothers helping all old people across the street.
Make sure y'all smash that like button.
I'm donating food. Me and my wife have 200 people here in LA. You ain't hearing about it. Got them off the street, got them cleaned up. My whistleblower, Kim Clayton Hirschman, who told the truth about what happened to me, we can't even get her in a headline. And you know I went ham on Twitter. Crickets. I went to Bob Iger. I went to Disney. I went to Shonda, Ellen, Patrick Dempsey, everybody. Crickets. The one thing I'm going to be in this lifetime, I could be a whole lot of things to a whole lot of people, but the one thing I'm never going to be is a sellout and a liar.
Agreed.
I'm too old for that shit. And I'm the one that's telling you, and I got more respect with hitters, type hitters. In the 2A community, I can push a button. Do you know how many people I saved?
I don't think he's saying everything we did, because I didn't know Spike Lee tried to get this nigga to play a gay man and get off the bus. I didn't know that. Anybody in here know that before he said that? So you gotta kind of listen. You gotta kind of listen closely, because it's some things he's saying you might know, but he also saying some insight that you don't know. So let's let this brother continue.
Yeah, right.
By telling him not to go to DC on January 6th. It was a setup. I'm from a military. I know how they get down.
Oh, let me bring that back.
It was so cold-blooded. Trump had people I saved by telling them not to go to D.C. on January 6th. That shit. And I'm the one that's telling you, and I got more respect with hitters, pipe hitters. In the 2A community, I could push a button. Do you know how many people I saved by telling them not to go to D.C. on January 6th? It was a setup.
Wow.
I'm from a military. I know how they get down. It was so cold-blooded, Trump had to walk out the White House. It was so hot. Everybody was talking Civil War.
Right.
They got to him. So when if they could get to him, our presidents are Ken Tips, part-time employees. If you're going to change something, we got to change with ourselves and our community on some real shit. But this shit was by design since 1972. All these kids run around here or babies of Hurricane Katrina. You can't tell them anything. What are you going to tell them when you abandon them and they walk through flooded waters with dead bodies of their grandmothers and aunts float past them? Ain't nobody got no mental health care from that.
Neighborhoods destroyed.
You just took it. It was a land grab. And now you mad because these kids are up with the Grecos and AK-47s and taking theirs? It's out of context.
Right.
It's out of context. But that's how they get us. They always take us out of context.
Absolutely.
And context is everything. So when you say you confused, Queen, I'm gonna pull out. What do you mean you confused about his guilty verdict?
Well, no, see, you're gonna let me talk now. No, I wasn't sure what part you were talking about. Like I wasn't.
What you posted?
Listen, I'm talking about on your page what I posted. Like I have not been watching honestly the whole thing. Like I feel two ways. I felt two ways about it. I honestly, let me say this for the record.
I know what you're about to say. White people been getting away with lies and bullshit.
No. That wasn't about what I was about to say to you. What I was going to say was this before I say what I say about Jussie. Is that in all honesty,
at least we know he's juicy. He's Jussie Smollet.
I'm really glad that people are seeing this side of you, Isaiah. A side that I promise you I am. Because when I speak about your love of Black people, they are really confused.
Because, like Malcolm X says, when the press lie on us, like Asata Shakur, when they lie on people that's strong, they're going to make all our people hate me. I don't care about that.
I know. That's why I'm saying
that lets me know I'm doing the right thing.
Yes, listen. I know that. That's why I'm saying I'm really glad people get to see this side of you. You know, a side that is very prevalent, very passionate, if they would just get past the bullshit of themselves. Now, as for the whole Jussie Smollett.
Somebody said, is this a guy from the 100? Yeah, 5 seasons. Yeah. We made $200 million on that. Nobody knows about it. Never got a Golden Globe, never got an Emmy, never got it. Even the NAACP sold me out. What a travesty. What a travesty. And I'm a lifetime member.
well, listen. So, but the reason why I was confused about his being guilty, because not that we always see Black men being put in a situation in regard to the system. So I wasn't really sure if this was another scenario of that regarding, the system being put in play, or whether he really did, cause his own self to get beat up. So that's the only thing. That's the only thing I wasn't too sure about, and I didn't watch it.
The term, and his real name was Perry, ironically, same as Tyler Perry, ironically. And he was the largest, the most powerful, the most affluent African-American in the history of movie making, playing an ignorant, slovenly, lazy, slickster, call, step, and fetch it. But actually what he did was brilliant. In fact, you read his book, he was the first one that was trying to play a doctor and had the guy Lamont that ended up playing the son on Sanford and Son. He was the first one to try to do what Bill Cosby ended up doing. But because of Black people's response to him and being a sellout of this, they got so locked up in his past and how he made his millions. This guy owned a plane. This guy was like had to be down. He was like Michael Jordan, LeBron of the time, and he played the game well. But our people took him out. They took him out. He was trying to give the world the Cosby Show, playing a doctor, and his wife was going to be a doctor and have his kids long before Bill Cosby. That's not taking anything from Bill Cosby. Okay, I don't.
Peep what he said though. Lamont Sanford, the one that played Fred G. Sanford's son in Sanford Son, was supposed to play the role that Bill Cosby took for the Cosby Show.
And I definitely ain't know that.
I didn't know that. They took the role away from him and put Bill Cosby in that space. Who in here knew that? I didn't know that. He said the guy that played Lamont Sanford was the man of his time, owner, his own private jet and everything. I didn't know that. I didn't know how, I've known him from seeing him on Sanford Son.
I didn't know that at all.
I didn't know what else he was, was ever into. So they replaced him. He said his own people in Hollywood. In Hollywood took him out and put Bill Cosby in his spot to play.
So basically, he had Bill Cosby spot originally. He had Bill Cosby spot.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I ain't know that. Wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And he said his own people, his own niggas in Hollywood did it. Not the white folks in Hollywood, the niggas in Hollywood.
Don't we see that in our own neighborhoods though?
It's always been
who be doing this in our own neighborhood? On television, they make you think that the cops is doing this in our own neighborhood, which happens sometimes. But for the majority of the time, it's us in our neighborhoods. In high numbers. I know people say, well, you the people that you're around. Nah, but high numbers from our neighborhoods compared to other neighborhoods. Let's just be real about this shit. So we always doing our own kind dirty.
Yeah. It's the crab in the barrel mentality. Let's get into it. Yo, hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all run those likes up on this one. Run them likes up.
Work. I can separate the work from the person, the human being, because that's our vocation, right? That's our job, right? It's a job, right? Okay, and it's a craft. And I'm old school, so it's not trying to just be famous. I never wanted to be famous. I never wanted to leave New York. I left New York because I got tired of being attacked and hunted by the New York Police Department during the '94 crime bill. The writing was on the wall. So I actually escaped to LA in 1996. Like an underground railroad, because I knew if I stayed here, I'm going to hurt somebody, get hurt, or end up being dead. It was Eleanor Bumpers, it was Michael Stewart.
Right.
NYPD, Do the Right Thing was needed to be made. Absolutely. Okay? It was bad. It's
one of my favorite movies.
And it's worse now. See, the problem with the underground, the problem with the politicians and the news media that I've been talking about putting a class action lawsuit on Fox News and CNN as a collective of American people is that this propaganda, they don't care about the people on the ground that are eating non-laters for breakfast, all right, and TV dinners for dinner. Okay, right. They don't care. They don't care. They just want the ratings and they want their money. They want to abscond with the federal dollars. The federal dollars. See, Trump ain't never hurt no black person in no neighborhood. That's your mayor. That's your councilman. The mayors control those federal dollars once it gets to the city and the governors of the state. Trump ain't hurt no black person. If you mad at somebody, be mad at your mayor. Be mad at your governor. But the lie on TV, because they know that we by nature tend to believe we're generous, good-hearted people. We want to believe that you're not lying to us. That's what we're saved. We're of the light. We have sun in our melanin. We have energy. You sitting up there burning incense that I can smell. I can smell it. I can smell it. Frankincense and myrrh. I can smell it. We're very sensitive people. We don't need a cell phone to connect. We already been to the moon and back. We already created mathematics. And this ain't no Hotep. And now I got to live that Hotep is pejorative. It means a negative because somebody only read half the books. and out there accusing all so-called white people that ain't really white people. We don't know what that means. We're not colors, we're human beings. When do we stop being human beings? When do we stop being peoples? I come from the Mindi, Timni, and Bundu peoples. They come from the Nordic peoples, the Celtic peoples, the Scots, the Welsh. They come from peoples. Irish was a people before it became a group. Mm-hmm. When they just through jingoism and destroy us being able to communicate as like the Tower of Babel as people, there's a select group, which is the 1% that said we got them. And then they know Negroes through the cell phone. I saw, about 3 years ago, I saw a young African-American on a video that disturbed me. And that's why I got into the 2A community. Oh. And really getting excited about African-Americans expressing and training with firearms at all levels. Okay? This young black man got shot and ended up being paralyzed, I think in Boston, about 3 or 4 years ago, long before Jacob Blake and George Floyd. And it broke my heart. This young man got shot, almost killed. Because when they say, show me your hands and get on the ground, show me your hands, get on the ground. He reached in his pocket to take his new cell phone out so he wouldn't break it. And when he reached in his pocket, they lit him up. Mm. He said before on the video, it may be out there, he was saying, I just didn't want to break my phone. That's where we are. iPhone 13. It's the same phone, iPhone 8. That's how they got us. And see, the one thing about America is they're very good at marketing violence, sex, and violence. Sex. Uh-huh. We don't own anything else in America. No, that's why Gaddafi. I was supposed to visit Gaddafi, bring him a vintage New York Yankees cap and the first 3 seats in the grays. That would be nice. Guy is now in federal prison, waiting to go to federal prison. I wasn't supposed to be on that plane. 2 weeks later, Muammar Gaddafi was dead because he was promoting to all nations that whoever had the most gold and the most oil controlled the mercantile system. No different than Mansa Musa. Mm-hmm. Now, we're the only people that refuse to leave a country that had enslaved us. That's why I've been talking about in my book, dual citizenship, African ancestry. Have an exit strategy. Know your people. Yeah. So if someone says, hey, 100 years from now, we're done with you black people, go back to black. You can't get a ticket to black. Mm-hmm. Where are you going to go? One day on September 24 with Terrence Crutcher, I woke up and turned my TV on and I saw that crap and I started watching. I said, I can't do this. And I posted from my Facebook that one day we just stay home. Just one day, all black people, non-essential. Remember. One day, just one day, Monday Magazine, just one day, 24 hours. I was attacked by Sean King. I was attacked by white people, black people, Latino people. I was attacked by everybody saying you out of touch. You could afford to stay one day. But COVID shut your ass down for 18 months. 18 months. Check. And you run out there and buy some goddamn Louis Vuitton. Global. Man, see, look, I'm not saying it to downgrade my people. Right. My people are ignorant and are programmed for a reason. This TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, this is not good for our generation, man. And you're grasping for straws, Russian roulette, spin fucking bombs like me, and soon to be yours. This is nothing. This is over with. That phone is the worst thing you can have. It's worse than a gun. I can't have a firearm without a license. I can't drive without a license. Okay? I can't have a car without insurance. But everybody can have a burner, 2, 3, 4, 5 burners at a phone. Mm-hmm. It's a setup, y'all, to our own.
Don't be fooled by the.
And we can't just be waiting for black people to rise, because that's another shit too, especially in New York. Black people on the rise. Black people ain't on shit. But getting their ass whipped and going to jail and whatever damn thing.
Don't be fooled by the internet. It's cool to get on the computer, but don't let the computer get on you. It's cool to use the computer. Don't let the computer use you. You all saw the Matrix. There's a war going on. The battlefield's in the mind. The prize is the soul.
Demise. We're the only people that are beating ourselves and killing ourselves to stay in a country that don't want us, and we don't even check in with the Native Americans that already been committed with genocide. And I don't hear that stuff that, Africans were here before that. Okay, then, okay, the Californians with the K were of dark melanated people, but they were murdered too. But here's the headline, as I said before. Not all these so-called white people, whatever that is, are bad human beings. There were abolitionists that helped Harriet Tubman. Abolitionists that's not out there people today. If you got 75 million that voted for Trump, why are those 75 million people out there? If we're the minority, why aren't we all being just mowed down in the streets? Like the 60s and the 50s. They had no problem lynching us in the 1800s. Where the lynchings at? All I'm saying is racism real? 100%. Bigotry real? 100%, because those generations are being educated by other generations of ignorance.
Right.
So that's not going to change, but that's not the masses. Black Hollywood doesn't exist. It was considered a pejorative. It was a joke. It was Stephen Fetchit calling it Black Hollywood. It's like, why we got to be separate from the whole system? So people talk about Black Hollywood like it's a big, no, it's not. If it's a big deal, why don't we have our own studio? Where's Byron Allen at? Where's Byron Allen? He was suing. Where's Byron Allen at?
Where is Byron Allen?
Where's Byron Allen at?
You're right.
I'm calling him out. Where's Byron Allen and Al Sharpton at now? It's a game, man. They're in a club and our black asses ain't in it. But the one thing we can do when we say no, and we mean no, we're done as a collective. A lot of people get nervous. Look here, bro. I got enemies at. I'm a living Nipsey Hussle right now, bro. Serious talk. I'm a living Nipsey Hussle right now. You see my walls, man. This is like fortified concrete, man. I had to get a house that was in a virtual bunker. Want me drop a bomb on me like Philadelphia? I'm that serious. See, that's the problem. I never wanted to be an actor. I was always an activist. I want to change hearts and minds around the world with my dark skin, big nose, and full mouth because y'all been hating on brothers that look like me. But I'm still alive, 58, going strong. I can run a quarter mile and hiccup.
All right, let's get into these soaps, man. If you want your natural body soaps, my nigga. If you want to get your natural body soaps, man, you know what I'm saying? We got the natural body soaps on deck. Yeah, I mean, made straight from the fresh garden flowers, man.
Yes.
Created these soaps are handmade. You're not gonna get these soaps anywhere else because they're exclusive. You know what I'm saying? We got
nowhere else.
We got the natural body oils to go with it. You know what I'm saying? So vanilla's goat's milk soap, orange almond soap, and all these soaps is different,
teakwood, lavender,
different things for your skin. You know what I'm saying? So if you trying to clear up your eczema and you trying to clear up your you know what I'm saying,
it do help with your skin. Actually, go read the reviews. They gonna let you know this shit's been helping with their skin conditions, even though it has not been evaluated by the FDA.
Oh yeah, the FDA. You know what I'm saying? Yup, get your body oils, and your soaps comes in a set. You know what I'm saying? And it's better than that store-bought Dow and you know what I'm saying? And what else niggas be using? Irish Spring.
Chemicals in this
That's
shit.
all bacteria and killers and chemicals, man. You need this stuff that actually medicinal, you know what I'm saying? Medicinal for the skin.
Yes.
African soaps, you know what I'm saying? Green tea soaps. All this shit's made from natural herbs and stuff, man. So,
and we do ship fast, y'all.
NightandDayNetMarket.com. You see the websites is scrolling down the bottom. You'll see the websites. All this websites
plus
scrolling at the bottom of the video.
It will be in the description of this video, and it's also on some of this shit is on our YouTube shelf too. You'll see some of our you can like click right on it. You see the pictures at the bottom of the video.
Yeah,
that's to our shop.
Straight off YouTube. Yeah, it got the store.
Yeah, you could buy it straight off YouTube.
Yeah, yep.
So you know what I mean. If y'all want to support, if y'all loving what we doing, we trying to bring y'all.